President Biden is facing pressure to slow the surge of migrants at the U.S.-Mexico border, as migrants aren't just coming from Central America and Mexico, but from more than 100 different countries. Priscilla Alvarez has more.
Mass migration is landing at the U.S. doorstep. With conditions getting worse in their countries of origin, migrants are arriving in droves, relieved as they cross the border. Sometimes the situation at home eliminates any possibilities, she says. In this part of the border, U.S. authorities arrest up to 1,000 migrants daily. The influx is an alarming trend, made even more difficult by the nationalities of the people crossing the border. Here, past midnight in Yuma, hundreds of migrants have already crossed into the U.S. and turned themselves over to Border Patrol. They come from a range of countries, including as far as Russia, and they all, after speaking with them, have said the same thing. They are looking for a better life here in the United States. Yuma Border Patrol Sector Chief Chris Clem described the situation as dynamic.
We were having countries from Mexico, Central America, things that we could process and take their biometric data and put them in removal proceedings and or return them back to Mexico. The countries we're receiving now, those nationalities are flying in, arriving to the border, and they're having to be processed, and there's just so many of them that it is posing a challenge to the workforce.
Authorities can turn back migrants at the southwest border back to Mexico or their home countries under a Trump-era pandemic rule known as Title 42, but it doesn't apply to everyone. That, coupled with frosty relations with countries like Venezuela and Cuba, keeps the U.S. from removing certain people, meaning they might be released while going through immigration proceedings.
We continue to evolve with technology and resources, not only for our agents, but also for the overall mission in the form of surveillance systems. And then we continue to add to the processing and the humane care and of the migrants in custody, wraparound medical services. Food contracts to make sure that we've got plenty of food and to be able to take care of those in custody.
The pace of people journeying north presents a steep challenge for President Biden, and one he raised with Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador this week.
One of those is migration, at historic levels throughout our hemisphere. Like us, Mexico has become a top destination of migrants. And here's what we're going to do to address it together.
The U.S. has looked to countries further south for help, including Costa Rica, where many migrants travel through. An agreement between the two, obtained by CNN, outlines commitments to strengthen enforcement, exchange information on migrant flows, and stabilize host communities. But Biden continues to face political pressure from Republicans who say he's not doing enough. Arizona Governor Doug Ducey signed legislation to shore up funds for border security, and following the example set by Texas, has sent 25 buses with migrants to Washington, D.C. Even so, people continue to come, with hope of a new life on the horizon. The Yuma sector chief tells me that in the coming days, he anticipates that they will reach 250,000 arrests just in this sector, and so far this fiscal year, that would surpass all of the last fiscal year.